I should continue with the video.
Let's see how play it for like 5 minutes. See how it goes, or less than like
It
three.
ain't a five. You don't got to talk to yourself, me. You making me more big. You getting me more traction, me more views. You know that, right?
Hey, I just want to let you know,
Okay,
bro. Just
so
so you
then you
know,
clout
I
yourself
just
too.
went live. Just so you know, I just went live on YouTube. If we get any views,
Flag.
get any views. Yeah,
Yeah,
no flag or views, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna yeah, I'm just still gonna edit the video once we all finish.
yeah.
All right. Sorry.
For me, by your own logic.
Not at all.
So then you're making me more big
Is
by
your
your own
video?
logic.
Is my video not on your platform, Tommy?
Yes, like anybody else's. Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
Exactly.
Ma'am,
But
I
you
didn't
want to know the
have your
difference between
Twitter. No,
Tommy. You
ma'am.
have a
I did not
following. You
have
have
your
a
Twitter or your
following. That's
Instagram.
the
So no one
difference.
knew
You
you.
have a following. That's the difference.
No one
You
knew.
feel
You
me?
didn't have your Twitter or your Instagram, ma'am. So you weren't
Right?
gaining a thing off of it.
Tommy, do you not have me on your platform? Yes or no?
Do
Just
y'all,
answer the question.
ma'am? Nothing led to you.
Answer the question.
You know you're on it, dummy.
Answer the question.
You know what, ma'am? If you can't talk like an adult, leave me alone.
You just called me a dummy, but you a
Pause
grown
it. Pause it, Mike.
Repeating
Pause
talking
it.
your
like
stupid
little ass
self
boy.
saying, "Do
You're
I
a boy.
have?"
Yeah.
Right there, I'm not gonna lie. That's what like as a grown man too. I get it. Children, young adults can be very disrespectful. But I mean, I think he baited into it. He fed into it. I mean, he I get it. You gotta give respect to show respect. But he never called it. He's calling her specific name. So I don't think that you gotta show it on both ends too. Actually, somebody with his life experience, he should know better to be honest with you. But we don't got deep dive into that. But continue.
Yeah, I actually don't see nothing wrong with it. Calling her like me, I believe in identifying things. You know, clear just the drawing the line in the sand. You know, that's a cat, that's a dog, that's a dummy. Uh,
Hmm.
but we can keep going. Like I said,
Have you
Boy.
on my show?
You're a
You're on
boy.
it.
You're a female.
Yes, I'm a female, but you
but you want him to show respect to a young lady that's talking to him, to a seer that's old enough to be her grandfather. To you want him to bow down and let somebody talk to him like that.
I'm not saying bow
And
down. I'm saying don't stoop to that level. I'm not saying bow down. I'm just saying don't stoop to that level.
well, what is stupid to their level?
Name calling things like that.
Sometimes you gotta go down there, brother.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's a sad part about it when these kids, like, and I don't want to say bastards, and that's what it would have come down to it, bro. No lie. These are signs. When I go, I'm about to go far to the left because that's the meat of the conversation. That's where I want to get. We ain't even there yet, but that's where I'm gonna go with it because these are all signs of a bastard child. How they talking, how they acting. It's just let's just watch.
but you can leave me alone. Ma'am, this is why your daddy don't want to have nothing to do with you at all. Why would any man want to talk to someone this stupid?
Mm-hmm.
You said I have you on my show. That's how you found me. That is not something that's a question. You claim I'm giving you clout, though. The only way people knew.
Right there. What father would want this child to be the example of his last name? Only a father from the slums. Only a father from low background. No father that worked his life off to do something for himself would want this to be the resemblance of him.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying, but he slept with that woman. He had a baby by that woman. I guess it would have been a
So,
good time. Got to hold both parties accountable.
brother, that happens all the time. We sleep with people, people get pregnant.
That's why people got to be more conscious of who they slept with. And this is gonna be perfect because we're gonna segue into the next conversation after this. It goes perfect into play of what we're gonna talk about, discuss after this.
All right.
Right.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Who you were, how to reach you was because you came to my stuff. I didn't reach out to find your Instagram. I did not put up your Twitter. No one knew a thing. I made money off you. I'm pimping you. If you want to call it what it is, same thing your daddy did to your mama. You waited till you was 22 years old to claim this man need to tell you something, and he owe you something. The way you talk and how disrespectful you are, no man would want to be around somebody this stupid. You 22 years old and got all this mouth. You came to my show to keep talking stupid. You're not even trying to, and some of them girls, the people who know you, and you saw other people tell you the way that you're handling this is wrong. And you still won't listen. It's other women told you. Not me, other women. Even now, you have a chance to calm the fuck down and show a different face of yourself.
Yes.
Now, when I unmute you, if you're going to talk to me with respect. Because if you're not, then why don't you leave? Yes, I'm clout chasing off of you. What's her Instagram? I'm clout chasing like a motherfucker. That's because on her Twitter, it doesn't say an Instagram. So that's established. I'm clout chasing. So you don't have to tell me or anybody else I'm clout chasing anymore. Everybody that's putting up videos is clout chasing. No one puts up videos and doesn't want anybody to watch it. Can we accept that? Can we establish that, ma'am?
Fast forward. Anything else after
There's
this?
no one putting up videos on
these
platforms and wants.
I understand that whole message. We can speed through that.
Instagram me to the goat. Yeah, clout that. Questions. You got questions for me, Tombo?
My only thought was, well, I had a few thoughts. If you said that this man is your father, and you're saying he had nothing, he did. You asked, was he going to be at your?
No, I'm not adding nobody on my shit. I got 3,000 views, y'all. 3,000 people listening to me talk, y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Me to the goat. Yeah, clout that. Clout that. Clout that. What was you saying, Tommy?
Y'all do understand? Thank you. This is it.
Bro, straight up disrespectful. It don't get no more disrespectful.
Yeah, but I think once the name calling started happening, she was triggered, and that's it. You know how young people are; they don't stop. Once they get triggered, that's it.
Yeah, but bro, the name calling, he didn't just start calling her names. The name calling came after her talking to him crazy.
Yeah, I get it. Show the people the original video of her, just like a clip from it of her coming out saying Dr. Umar was her father, and yeah, and then there's one more clip I think I'm gonna send to you that I want you to listen to. I think you might have to go to like TikTok and find a clip from it.
I think you can share stuff from your computer too, bro.
I can.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Presentation?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has a
Lie right there.
Oh, there you go. What's a
She
lie?
lied. I'm gonna show you. She said, "What did she say, bro?" She said,
My biological father is Dr. Umar.
to have a conversation with my father.
"I just want to have a conversation with my father." Okay, that was a lie.
I mean, I agree with you. She shouldn't have to take it to social media to get in contact with him. But I don't know the background. Was she yearning? Was she trying to get in contact with him?
Are
And
you looking to start your own
never
business?
happened, or
Now, the reason why I said she lied, I'm gonna show you right now because this video right here, she says Dr. Umar reached out to her, and he says, "Watch, listen to this."
Rotten hell for this shit.
You gonna rot in hell, and I hope you do. You gonna rot in hell with all the demons. You gonna be burning in hell.
I told your mother I'm going to need a paternity test. Pull up season. So let me say this about the baby mama drama. There is a silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. There's a little piece of silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. And the little piece of silver lining, Amsterdam Africans send the invite. And that little piece of silver lining in the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty tour, dishonesty and revenge tour, the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty and revenge tour. The only silver lining about it is y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. Y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. So I done already sent the message to baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan, baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan, baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. You have 2 weeks to produce my child who you've been keeping from me while I've been paying child support. Just like baby mom number 1, it's deja vu. It's deja vu. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. So baby mama number 2, we talking to Miss Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. She old news. She old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf.
Yeah, bro. So this video, honestly, this was the wrong video, but
No, that's fine. I think we got some information from that video. I'm gonna go like this though. Um, at the end of the day, you gotta initiate your own. You have to initiate to get your kids right. I get it. You're on child support. The situation is probably messed up, but you still have a responsibility to try to get custody of your own kids. Period. I think there's no negotiation. Maybe he's doing a lot of tours and stuff, and he though it's not stable for him to get his kids right now. I don't know the kids, but Dr. Umar has been out for a while, bro. Before he even got famous, he's been out for a very while. Same message. Actually, he has a lot of good messages that people may not agree with, but he has a lot of good messages. But at the end of the day, bro, you still got to take care of your kids, man, and you still got to be active in your kids' life. Me and you kind of talk about that on a personal level, but he still should have took his behind down to the courts, whatever the case may be, and get some sort of custody over his kids. And that's the misinformation that people get all the time is that a woman takes them to child support and they say, "Up, it's a loss. That's it. I can never get my kids." However, that's false. People go down to the court too, get custody of your kids, come very specific with it about hours, I mean days or times and when you can get your kid and draw it all out. Now you got money. It shouldn't, but my thing is you shouldn't have it shouldn't have to take to this. Like I get all the other stuff. The bitter baby mama, I understand all that other stuff. But it shouldn't have take this to actually want to now all of a sudden go get custody of your kids now. Your child's 22. You know what I'm saying? That ship has. I'm not saying you can't still have a relationship with your child, but that ship kind of sell. Whereas, like, really get that core relationship with your child while she's growing up, while she's developing. Why it shouldn't have had to take to this for you to all of a sudden now I want to get in contact with my child more. That should have been done way earlier. If we're being quite frankly honest, um, I mean, and that's a flaw on him, man.
no.
What's your
I
thoughts?
believe that Dr. Umar would have been a great father, who did everything he's supposed to do if the opportunity was in front of him the way he wanted it. I believe that they offered him slops and peasantry, and he wasn't with it, so he walked away. It's that simple. But he still took his responsibilities by sending money every single damn month.
But
Um,
but that still does not negate the fact that rather they offer him slops or not, at the end of the day, just like she took his ass to court and went to the white man or whatever, however you want to say it, he can do the same thing. He got to start putting stuff on paper. I think here's the thing with a lot of men, right? A lot of men is always playing a defense when it comes to this child support stuff. When they need to get on the offense too, and that's why so much misconception when it comes to that stuff. Because a lot of men don't actually fight for their no. This is
No,
factual.
no, I know. I hear you. I'm not
Yeah,
denying. I'm just saying the fact is, what person in reality wants to live like that,
live like what?
bro? You're raising a kid in two different households. Like the outcomes, like regardless, bro, it doesn't seem like it's going to be good. Like I'm gonna be in that child's life, be in that child's life. Fine, you wanted to be in that child's life, but whatever outcomes of that, that's really. It's what I'm saying is, bro. The when you look at that, it does not have like good like. Let me say like okay when you buy in a house, I can't even go to things like my brain works in. But anyway, bro, it doesn't have good like out like good returns. You know, I don't think you have a
It,
good return on your investment. Basically, I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say this, but when I
no,
look at
no,
that
no,
investment, it
no,
doesn't look like a
no,
good
no,
investment.
no, no, no. Stop right there.
Yeah,
Right? I understand where you're trying to go with the whole house investment and stuff like that.
I don't
Like we
think
can
it's
even
good
say, hey,
investment.
you chose to buy a house in North Philly, right? But you can sell a house. You're not locked in for 18 years with a house. You can't. You can claim bankruptcy and get rid of the house. But we're talking about we're not going to compare a child. We're not going to compare a life to property or a house. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, at
Right.
at the end of the day, bad investment or not, it was a bad investment when you slept with a chick unprotected, unmarried. That was a bad investment right there, right? So as men, we gotta hold ourselves accountable too. And it's not me being team women or nothing like that, because it's some fine women out there who you may not even know. You may find out 2 years after, 5 years after. But at the end of the day, we cannot make it. At the end of the day, he laid down with that woman. He had consensual sex, and he put a baby in her. Once
So,
that happens, once that happens, you have a response. And I'm not a responsibility, just not financially providing for a child, because something that you're pointing out, right, is the mental capacity of a child and a child not having her father active in her life. That's what you mentioned when we watched the Tommy video, right? He said, "Oh, this is important." Me and you both agree on it. It is important for a father to be in that child's life. So rather, he didn't. To me, he didn't fight hard enough. He really didn't fight hard enough. When it comes down to it, you had a child out here. You knew. You willingly know. She just like she put your ass on child support through the court. You go back to the courts. You counter. You arrange some sort of child custody agreement. Period. And the courts are not going to deny
bro,
you that unless you put your
he
child in some
could
sort of
have.
danger.
I'm sure that he did that, but I'm sure that it didn't work out the way it's supposed to. But this happens all the time. This is what I wanted to say to you. Like, this happens. First of all, this happens all the time. You have a court order, you have something in place. Right now, somebody owe me $30,000, $62,000. They never gonna get my money. They never gonna get my money because the court order's in place. But they be dead and gone before I see my money. You know what I'm saying? So, and sitting with the court order, they say to you, you guys had a kid on weekends. Come weekend time, my baby mama telling you, you ain't gonna see the kid. We not in town. We here. We this. We that.
So
All
then
sorts of bull
maybe
crap.
maybe he should have
Hold
got
on.
legal. He be making money. Maybe he should got legal family attorney advice on how to handle the situation. Period.
Bro,
Because I'm gonna tell
let me
you
tell
now,
you.
I'm telling you through work experience, ain't no court is going to deny a man from seeing his child. Again, men just don't play on the offense. Now, a lot of men are really starting to wake up now, and our generation, the 90 babies. Now we're waking up. We've been more active as fathers and stuff like that. But he was not playing offense. He continued to play defense, and that's it. And Waves played victim at this point. And you big on victimhood. You don't like victimhood. So at this
Right.
point,
I
you have
believe
the
that people
responsibility.
get what they deserve, even with this baby mother and this child. And that's my whole principle. We get like probably disconnect a little bit, but I believe that you get what you deserve. If your mother, if your father left your mother, then maybe you deserve to be left. No disrespect. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that maybe if you worked on yourself, maybe you worked on yourself, and maybe you may deserve different outcomes. But if you got this, you are the product of the environment you come out of, then you deserve that same outcome. No other, no different. So if that young lady that he had a child with come to him with the same mentality that her forefathers had, so he expected the same, expected got the same outcome. So
Mike,
if he, because Dr. Umar gave like the story of the background of what happened with Baby Smurf.
and that's all. Listen, that's all. That's all we can go off of, right? So we're gonna go off of what we have. And at the end of the day, it sounded like he was trying to keep it out of the courts, right? He was trying to keep it out of the courts, playing and continue to play defense. And once baby mama number two went the vegan, what do you say, vegan? Once
Vegan.
vegan baby mom went to the courts, you got to hop on the offense now, bro. This baby has been around for 22 years. 22 years, Mike. We're not talking about a baby that's 4 years old. We're not talking about a baby that's 3 years old. 2 year, 22 years. He had more than ample enough time to be involved in his child's life. All that energy he's spending on being an activist and stuff like that. He got to put that same energy into raising his child. You can't preach black love, the black
No,
family, and
I
all that
I,
stuff.
I 100% agree with you on that part. That's
That
100%.
is that is a to me that's just a contradiction to not really because look, he's actually that's the easy battle. Think about it. He's an activist. So being involved in his child life is an easy battle. He's fighting for a bigger picture for black people in general. So that should be nothing to him being involved in his child's life and want to get involved in the courts and making sure he gets custody of his child. So again, I'll be honest with you, I'm disappointed based off of the knowledge and information we have. I am disappointed in the situation when it comes to Dr. Umar. I just think that that's no excuse to not try to get some court. Essentially, he just said, "I'm out of this game. I'll pay my child support, and that's it." I get it.
Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that.
So I know, I
If a
know.
woman can go and because you pro woman rights, all this other stuff, so a woman can go and kill a baby and men got to deal with it. Why
Mhm.
can't men say, you know what? I don't want them to do with it, and women have to deal with it. I'm confused. It's like you say, I'm okay with a double standard as long as a double standard for both parties.
My thing is right.
Because a
And
woman can take a baby to the fire department, can take a baby to the hospital, put a baby in the dumpster, and they go judge her. She go
save that.
kill a baby. Now
Save that.
it won't judge her.
Hold
But
on.
if a Dr. Umar says, you know what, I'm not gonna be involved with this. This is gonna tear down my name and my legacy. If I say next to you and your mentality, I'm gonna be in the gutter. I'm gonna be on drugs. I'm gonna be where I'm going right now. I'm not gonna be where I'm going. Right where he is at now, he probably wouldn't be here if he would have stood next to that lady and that kid. Obviously, you see how that kid acting. That kid talks. The kid had no respect for that kid. Wouldn't have no respect for him. The mother don't have no respect for you. How did the
Time out.
father got some respect? The child has some respect for you.
Time out. You're moving past the point. I get it. You're saying that that woman would have negatively brought him down, right? Right.
And
That's
I'm
what you're.
saying
That's
that
your.
I also say that he has the right to walk away and his life is his decisions. It's like a woman got their right, they got their decisions to make, do whatever the hell they want to do. The male has the same right to do what the hell they want to do. They decided not to be with a father, it's my right. If I decide I want to be a father, it's my right. You don't get to pick and choose, you know.
Okay. With that being said, let's segue into this. This is a perfect segue into the next conversation with Anthony Edwards. This is a perfect segue where we can balance and talk about all that good stuff.
Go ahead, play it.
You want me to play it? Let's see if I got something. All right, hold on. Let's see if my volume plays.
You gotta hit the volume on the screen when it says it.
Hold on. I have to. Let me move the screen over. Stop screen. Presentation. Share screen. Let's do this one. Okay. Can you hear it?
Hold on.
do not want to have a child, if you do
Can you hear it? Yeah, I can hear it.
All right.
not want to have a child, the best thing that you can do is to wear a condom. Because once you stick it in a woman unprotected and you know that your pullout game is weak, you're going to get a text and she's going to tell you that she missed her time in the month. She's going to tell you that she just threw up. She's going to tell you that she's
Oh,
not
hell
feeling well.
no.
And guess what? You can't do nothing about it. Anthony Edwards, one of my favorite players in the NBA, young and turned, is in the news again because one of his baby mothers exposed the text messages that they allegedly had. And in one of the texts, Anthony Edwards said that he's mad at her because she's bringing a kid into the world that's not going to have a father. Well, Anthony Edwards, you have to put the condom on. You have to know better. And I'm tired of people running around here thinking it's simple for a woman to just go get an abortion. Let's be honest. An abortion is hard on a woman, not only mentally, but physically also. And if you're a man that gives a damn, it's hard on you mentally also. And in some states, abortion is illegal. So the best thing that you can do is to wear a damn condom. And to be honest with you, if we being real, she'll be a damn fool to get rid of Anthony Edwards' baby because she just hit a lick. She probably gonna get $100,000 a month out of him. Now, a nigga like me or an average Joe, she'll probably get rid of it. But anybody in their right mind would not get rid of a kid when they got it by a rich NBA player. Now, Anthony Edwards obviously is one of our favorite players, and I'm tired of having to come on here and talk about this. But I think maybe Anthony Edwards is trying to fill a void from his childhood having so many kids. Maybe he feels like he has so much money that he can take care of all these kids. Or maybe his pullout game is just weak. But we have to stop saying that Anthony Edwards was trapped because this lady is 38 years old. But I feel like at this point, this is a choice for Anthony Edwards. And that's why I said it's going to be hard for Anthony Edwards to really be the face of the NBA if he keeps being in the news for stupid stuff like this. So the best thing that we all can do to avoid this drama is to just put the condom on. It sounds simple. It's hard to do, but I'm telling you, it'll save you a headache.
Hold on. One last thing. That was a lot to unpack. This is his contract, man. This from Sports Track. I believe that brother just signed a max extension contract. So the dude, here we go, right here. If I highlight this, contract is 5 years, $240 million. Dude's averaging $48,000 a year. I mean, $48 million a year in salaries. So, what's your thoughts, Mike? Let's get into it. What's your thoughts? Segue back into what we were talking about.
Just the culture is trash. Y'all know I've been saying this for god darn how long about the black culture being trash. And this is why you gotta be scared when you guys don't be no Dr. Umar. You be a Dr. Umar in this black culture, you gonna be broke, poor, on drugs, and homeless. Believe me not. You cannot be vulnerable with the black woman. Like, I hate to say that. You know, you cannot be vulnerable with her because she'll take advantage of you. You know, and I'm not saying that this guy is some type of victim. You know, because he was, out here having all these babies, having sex. But if he obviously said to a woman, I know, and let me tone in on that abortion stuff. Because I'm not for abortion. Okay?
Yeah, but let the audience know that you don't support abortion at all.
Yeah, as I get older, I really kind of understand that, that's a bad thing. When I was younger, I would say, go handle that. Because I'm an older man, I'm like, okay, yeah, I see the problem in that, So I can see why this young man could be like falling to the wayside a little bit, but that doesn't give him any excuse. But however, the woman has a right, and you get her pregnant. I don't want it. I feel like the Supreme Court, I shouldn't say I feel, the government needs to put something in place that there's no abortion at all, or we need the same abilities that the women get.
Okay. One thing else I wanted to add a little background. So I don't know Anthony Edwards' background as far as his shortcomings or how his life was, or if he had a father in his life. I don't know exactly, but what I will say is that probably about estimate, I'll probably say 6 months ago. He got another woman pregnant, right? Older woman, Instagram model, quote unquote, got her pregnant. At one point, I think she tried to extort him. He sent some same messages where that got leaked, where he told her not to have the baby, this, that, and the third. He had a real good cover up. It was a very good cover up that he had, saying that he doesn't support. His PR team worked real good for him. Hold on, see if I can find it. But he had a very similar situation. It's like, all right, bro, this is what I'm saying. Where you're being irresponsible at this point. Hold on. Where is it? I can't find it. But anyway, it was another chickie, another Instagram model. He got pregnant and stuff like that. And again, like I think sometimes these young guys don't see the sign either. Like this woman, as you can see, little babies in the background of the picture. She has a baby by little baby too. So clearly, a lot of these young men should be questioning every woman's intentions that they meet. Period. You got a $240 million contract. You should be questioning every woman's intentions that they have with you. You should be looking it up. We shouldn't be just be having a good time as young men. Period.
The culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's the culture, bro. The
I get
culture.
it.
We don't have. This is what I keep talking about. The lack of foundation, and our foundation, and the foundation we have is weak.
I hear what you're saying, but you telling me rock stars wasn't smashing groupies? Kid Rocks.
We don't need to be judging ourselves to nobody, but fixing ourselves. Like, we don't need to judge ourselves to the white man.
Culture, it's like
our culture.
I feel like you're generalizing us as if we have the only issue. We're the only one that have that issue.
I'm not worried about nobody else, but we want to tone in our issues. This whole baby mama stuff is majority in the black community.
Nah, white men also go through child support.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not going. I said majority. That was the key word in my sentence.
Okay,
majority have the baby mama.
Me personally, I'm not signing off. I'm not signing off on that unless I have some sort of data. I can't sign off on that. But I understand. Now, it was the main thing that you pointed out that we needed to talk about is the fact of the whole pro-choice for a man, right? So, like you said, we get it. A woman has choice. She has an abortion. She drops a baby off at a local police station. It's all fine and dandy because she's saying that she can't bear the responsibilities of having a child. But if the terms are reversed in the male, if he's saying, "Look, I don't want this child. I don't want to bring this family into this situation," a woman could just run and go do child support, right? I think that's the point you were trying to make.
One more time.
So you was making a point, that when it comes to a woman and having a child, because clearly, this. Let's call it spade a spade. She trapped him, but she didn't. She trapped him, but she didn't. He knew what he was getting himself into. She knew what she wanted to do, right? Yeah. He wasn't responsible, right? So my point I'm getting to this is that you mentioned something as far as her having that child, right? But let's say it's a situation if it's not Anthony Edwards. Let's say it was a bum or something like that who's not making as much money as him. More than likely, let's say she probably don't have that baby, right? So then what you were saying earlier is that a woman could go and get an abortion or go drop a baby off at like a local police station or fire department or something like that and be seen as don't be seen as a bad person because she doesn't want to bear the responsibility of taking care of a child. However, when it comes to men having children and they have a baby and they tell a woman like, "Look, I don't want this child," or whatever the case may be, the woman can still have the child and they can still go up to the courts and say, "Look, he don't want to be there, but I want to put him on child support." Was that the point you're trying to make?
Basically, yeah. A woman can go do whatever she wants with the kid, and the male is always have to be responsible.
So, I'm not gonna lie to you. That definitely sounds very frustrating, and I understand you 1,000%. And in ways,
So she
honestly,
can go out and have unprotected sex. And same
hmm
with this, the man doing the same thing. We both doing the same thing. That's
hmm
not equal rights, right? So
yep,
we do the same thing, but I'm the only one being held responsible. And
yep,
if she don't have the money, she not gonna go to jail. Like I'm gonna go to jail.
yeah. I mean that's the real reality.
They ain't gonna take
You,
the
you,
kids from her, or
you
they take the kids from me. They'll pay her on government assistance.
you can get a fugitive warrant for owing child support.
Yeah,
So,
and go to jail.
hmm no, I'm
And
just
only
letting our audience
if I
know
don't
like
have the money,
that's a
and
real thing. That's
if I
fact.
don't have the money,
It's not our
and if I don't,
opinions. Yeah.
yeah, and if I don't have the money, then I will let me out.
Mhm. So
So
again, I mean, I have nothing to challenge that. I get it. I'm with you as far as the whole. If you, I get it. The pro-choice for a man versus a woman. I understand all that, but the reality of it is that's something that you may disagree with, but the reality is that that's what a woman can do. So when it comes to it, I guess my next question for you is what ended up happening with this is why it became so viral. It became a viral moment is because Anthony Edwards and this lady had a court hearing. Um, and in the court hearing, he stated, "Look, I'm gonna pay my child support. That's it. And I want no visitation." Because remember, we already got previous message saying that I don't want to have this baby and nothing like that.
yeah.
So that was understood.
His
So,
lawyer should have told him about the other clause he could have filed for. He wouldn't have paid no child support, no nothing. Forget about
and what clause would that be? Tell that to our audience.
it. We say that for the next podcast.
Okay.
Well, hey guys, sign up for the Patreon. $5.99. You get all this. But simply,
Yeah,
terminating.
I'm giving some legal advice out there. Like,
Yeah,
but
but just completely terminate your
responsibility.
yeah your rights, giving it all away. I don't want no rights. I don't want nothing, and I don't want to be like basically given like me as a father. I'm no longer this child's father type thing.
Okay. Let me
Saying
add
so,
another
no
point, and
matter
I meant
what.
to add this. Yeah, I needed to add this point too, because this is something that we didn't forget. Because I mentioned about her being a gold digger. She clearly had a motive, right? And I say
Yes.
that because this is something that always was also brought up in the court documents. Um, so what she did was she originally lives in Atlanta. I think believe she's from Atlanta, all that stuff. Guys, don't quote me. She tried to move. Well, she did. She tried to hurry up and move to California and claim residency in California and
Mm,
file for the court hearing in
get more
California
money. Mm,
because California has a higher cost of living. So she
yeah.
did that on purpose so she can get more child support. And she probably gonna go right back to Atlanta, Georgia, but still get that money that she was getting, or use that as a dummy house at this point. Use that as a dummy house to have vacancy in California, or excuse me, residency in California, and go back to her house in Georgia. So clearly, this woman had intentions, right?
And that's why as
Um,
black men, you got to be careful out here, man. You are a hot commodity. Don't let nobody fool you. They all want you. You know what I'm saying? So, especially when you got a little bit of money. You got a little bit of money. Oh man, just be careful. You can't trust nobody. You
yeah,
can't trust nobody.
and like I said, and like we've been talking, and we kind of mentioned the family. Again, I don't know his background, but this somebody to pull this young man to the side and really have a conversation with him because him going out here raw dogging and stuff like that, that's not the way at all.
No,
Even
but
a
that's what
guy.
happened.
Hold on, my other point I was going to say is that I know Deion Sanders was getting this connects to the story. Deion Sanders was getting a lot of slack at one point because he brought a girl named Brittany Renner on. A lot of people would know him. The audience would know who she is. Essentially, she was an industry. I won't say industry trick, but she was essentially a chick messing with a lot of athletes and stuff like that. And she
She
brought
got pregnant by that little boy,
mhm.
right?
She brought them on to essentially put them on game, what to avoid. And she even made a comment saying athletes are the worst. They don't care about using condoms at all. So I say all that to say, like, yes, I don't know if a man's in his household, somebody's in his ear pulling him to the side, but I think even if even if he doesn't have a father, I still feel as though somebody, and I'm not saying this is ultimately somebody's responsibility because at the end of the day, he makes his own decisions. But people been in the NBA for a long time. Gold diggers been there, gonna always be there as long as the NBA and they making them contracts. Everybody's gonna be there. That conversation should have been had at that NBA PA meeting. Um, and they should bring the young guys on about that. How people are trying to extort them and things like that, trap them, whatever the case may be. I not believe these conversations happen all the time, what they try to have with them and warn them. So
Yeah. No, I was just trying to see if Anthony Edwards' father was in his life, but it looks like he's a mama's boy. Um, I told him he was 14. Yeah, his mom. I think his mom died though. We
mm,
honor his mom too. Oh, his grandmother's career. Yeah, yeah. I don't think he has a father, but that's normally the case. Like us black men, we are tricked by women. Like that's what gets us off our pivot of going up and skyrocketed to the top. We tricked by the poo nanny. We have a problem. We love sex, 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 sex. We love
hmm
pretty women, pretty women, pretty women, pretty women, and that would take us off the pivot. That what gets us from out of the game. So when you see this guy right here, you see that the same thing. That's why he can't. He's not. He can't get his mind right because he's driven by women. His purpose is sex and women. His purpose isn't uh, making big accomplishments, creating jobs and opportunities for his people. It's none of that. There's no hospitals, no supermarkets, no foods. It's none of that type of stuff. It's sex. So that's why they give people like him the
the
money.
money.
You know.
Yeah, I mean that's something the great Malcolm X always said. Never have athletes or entertainers be your heroes, right? So I mean, we can go on and on about. I mean, that's a whole deeper root cause issue.
Yeah.
Um, definitely for sure. I'm trying to find is another video where hold on. Here we go, right here. Perfect video. Let's watch this video real quick. It's only 2 minutes. This was actually broadcast on the news.
When you get a chance to, bro, just type in on your YouTube search, Dr. Umar, see what pops up.
All right.
Of Minnesota Timberwolves superstar Anthony Edwards is playing out publicly on social media.
Edwards is responding to allegations that he paid a woman to get an abortion after cheating on his long-term
This is the time
girlfriend,
before he
who
just had
is
his baby
also
too.
expecting a child. Reg Chapman has the story.
Anthony Edwards is leading the Minnesota Timberwolves to their hottest start in years. But now the superstar is dealing with another kind of heat after a woman accused him of paying her to get an abortion after cheating on his long-term girlfriend, who was also expecting. The allegations surfaced Monday on Instagram. The images of the text, which WCCO has not been able to.
That's being cool to you. Obviously, you've been through this before just by your reaction. I guess that's him telling her, like, yo, I know you've been pregnant before by random people. I will send you money to help you out. I didn't ask for that, but it's okay. You just don't want a baby? Is that why you're saying this is the girl texting him? This is the other girl. Why
Yeah,
you're
I know.
saying all this? Because I've been cool with you. I don't want kids. Let's handle this like grown ups.
To independently verify show a conversation between two parties, one of whom is allegedly Edwards. The other is model Paige Jorday, who posted the text on her Instagram page.
I still have an appointment on the 27th. Hell nah, I can't do this. So now what? What a great response. Get an abortion, LOL. Honestly, I had an abortion with my son around 2 years ago, and I regret it every day. Man, you can't force a kid to be in the world. You don't know what it is yet. That's not the point. I said I had an abortion 2 years ago, and I regret it.
Page. In the text, Jorday sent a picture of her pregnancy test. The screenshot replies showing the other person instructing her to get an abortion. They also replied that they would send money. Jorday posted an Instagram story later showing a receipt for an incoming wire transfer for
Get this woman
$100,000.
$100,000.
According to the messages, the other person demanded video proof of Paige taking the right abortion pill and asked her to handle this like grown-ups. We reached out to representatives for Edwards and the Timberwolves for comment, but did not immediately hear back. Edwards released the following statement on X, formerly known as Twitter. I make comments in the heat of the moment that are not me, that are not aligned with what I believe.
So right there, he just admitted that was him texting her. He admitted it.
And who I want to be as a man. All women should be empowered to make their own decisions about their bodies and what is best for them. I am handling my personal matters privately and will not be commenting on them any further at this time. Rich Chapman, WCCO News.
I mean, that's straight to the point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so clearly this young man already been in this situation. He already been in this situation. So, again, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Like, we can't, like, I get it. You big on individualism and the victimhood. Like, bro, they both was two consensual adults who had sex, right? And he was unresponsible. He was not responsible, knowing his name and his brand that comes with him. Got a big contract with. We just saw his contract, but we didn't talk about his contract with Adidas. This is a brother who is loaded and should know that women are constantly planting and plotting on him. Period. That's just the reality of it. We just can't make it. My thing is, we just can't make excuses for these people, man. So I guess my question for you, and it's the same thing with the Dr. Umar situation, is that they did a DNA test, Anthony Edwards and the girl, Alicia, I think her name is, and it was confirmed that it was his child. Court documents stated that, like I said, he didn't want to have the baby. He said he'll just pay his child support, and that's it. I think I know what you're going to say, but I still want to hear it anyway. How do you think the situation will be handled moving forward now? Should he try to take care of his child? Should he just call it a dub? What should he do?
Which one? Dr. Umar or Anthony?
We're not talking about Dr. Umar now. We're still talking about Anthony Edwards now. We're past Dr. Umar now. Anthony Edwards. What should he do? Should he take responsibility for his child? Was it right for him to not take care of his kid? What do you think?
Honestly, again, up to him. He's his own man. So if he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. If he do, he do. So that's what I believe, brother. Right or wrong, that's really it's a word I'm looking for when it's like up to that person's like judgment. But yeah, I mean that's right or wrong, but it can be looked at, you know. So I don't think that he's wrong for not wanting to be in that child's life, and I don't think he would be wrong for being in that child's life. So it's really up to him, bro. I don't really pass judgment like on people that unless it's like, okay, bro, like he asked for the kid, the woman is good, she do good things, she doesn't act like a whore, she has a good profile, and you just chose to be a piece of crap. That's when I say, yeah, this man is really bad. But when I see a woman half naked, moving cross those states lines just to be, I don't blame him. I probably would say, nah. Why would I want to entangle myself with you the rest of my life? I'd rather just give you a piece of money and say goodbye. Because look at it as a bill. That's like a sewer bill, a light bill. She just is another bill.
So then when she turns 18, what's the plan with her? And she knows that her father's Anthony Edwards. You think she's not going to yearn for that relationship to have a father? You literally just talked about
yes,
not being in a child's life.
That's when you look at your mother.
We created a broken home, right?
Yes.
We created another broken home. Clearly, she's not with little baby and another broken woman.
Bro, I see the flaws in the argument. Okay, I see the flaws, all of it. Okay, I see it, but I cannot force the right things on the people. I just had to, live with their decisions. So I had to respect it. That's what you guys teach us. Respect people's thoughts, respect people's decisions in their life. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Like, and that's what sometimes it doesn't look good. You gotta respect somebody's decision. Sometimes it's respected and you gotta back away. And you gotta let it wherever how the chips fall. And sometimes it doesn't even fall good for innocent people. You know, the child is innocent. But because of the actions of the mother,
And
their
father,
life.
and father, gotta hold both parties accountable.
Alrighty. Listen. The father I feel like fathers supposed to set the tone, right? You're supposed to make the decision. So if the decision is I want it, and if I don't want it, I
Hmm.
made the decision. And you supposed to execute it. The woman. And if she don't decide to execute it, you know what I'm saying? That's her decision.
Mike, even with all that being said, right? Let's be realistic here, right? With
Yeah.
all that being said, she'll be a dummy if she was to go and get an abortion when she can damn near collect a check $100,000 monthly for let's do the math on that. 18 years, right?
Yeah.
18 years, right? Let's say 12 months, right? Times that by let's say $100,000 she'll receive.
A million. So 1.2
That,
million
that's 1.2 million
times
per year, right?
18.
And then times that by 18 years.
It's like
Where we at?
like 30 million.
That's 30 million. That's $30 million for 18 years. Especially in this capitalistic society, why wouldn't she take that money? Why wouldn't she have that baby to take that money? Is she wrong? Yes, because she's building a. She's wrong too, right? She's built. You're creating a broken family, and you know what you're doing because you was with little baby. I don't know the situation with little baby, so I don't want to speak on that. I'm speaking on this situation, but you was with little baby at one point.
This is a whore. And the fact is, and y'all not trying to say it. This is a whore. This is a predator. She's a predator. Okay? She should be
Well,
in jail.
I wouldn't say all that, but I already mentioned
What
that.
do you mean she's not a predator, bro? She having all these babies by famous men just to take their money and live for free.
Listen, yeah, I get you. I'm not
And
denying that. I'm not talking around it though. Remember, I even brought up the whole point that she purposely filed for child support in California, strategically trying to file for child support in California so she can get more money, even when she knows she doesn't even live in California. But she did that because the cost of living in California is higher. So yes, I get it. She is a predator, right? I'm not dismissing none of that. That's why I said I'm holding both parties accountable. She's a dummy. She'd be a dummy if she get that abortion. She got a $30 million lottery ticket, right?
All you gotta do is hold the baby to sleep.
$30 million lottery ticket. But at the same time, she not. You think she really thinking? And I thought, I thought she'd have been satisfied because she already hit the lottery ticket with little baby, right? She getting his system, right? However, now she hit the jackpot twice, right? She hit the jackpot twice because now she got about to have a baby by Anthony Edwards. So you can't get it. It sucks. It sucks. And she's not looking at taking the responsibility. Oh, my child's gonna be born in a broken home. She's not thinking about that. And that's what I get what you're saying, where as black folks, we gotta forwardly think more, right?
Yeah.
We can go into
Black folks do not think about their future. They only think about the present moment. And that's my biggest problem with black folks. These people will get $10,000, and that thing they don't think about right now. What I'm doing with that $10,000, they can think about if I invest that $10,000 in 9 months, what that $10,000 will grow into. What they'll do is they'll spend that $10,000 right now. In 9 months, be begging and borrowing for the next man's money. I ain't lying. I swear to God, I ain't lying.
What I'm gonna say is she was thinking all right, right? She was thinking all right. She thought about that 30 million. And that 30 million sounded a lot more pleasant than her having to work for 18. Literally, she don't have to work for 18 years. She's retired already. She's about to retire. Remember, we just talking about the money she get from Anthony Edwards. She still getting a check cut from little baby. So, and even with the rappers, a lot of them end up not being the smartest or wisest with their money, and they end up being bankrupt after a few years, especially if they're not hot anymore. So
Yeah.
she really needed to see that was her way of solidifying, securing the bag. She is a predator. Yes, she plotted on this young man and all that other stuff too, but it still was consensual. It still was consensual. She just built a broken home, but she didn't care because she seen him as a lottery ticket, which is that $30
Let me say
million.
something, bro. These women come in like these witches come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. This lady is no different than some woman came with an old man, wait for him to be senile, transferring all the bank accounts to her name, saying that they married, put the car inside of her name, and taking everything from that man, put that man in a nursing home. Listen, I can show you case study to show you that this has been done to multiple men.
Oh no, I know. I got a personal story. When I used to at my old job, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, a personal story
that
too.
was a situation. I'm pretty sure that was a situation. So
That's what they
I mean,
do. They look for their lottery ticket. They look for to men, women. They say men are the predators. Men ain't the damn predator. Women are the predators. They look so soft and gentle and easy. No, these people are out to get you. These people will kill you.
we not speaking
But they
about
don't gotta take the gun and kill
I'm
you.
not talking about all. If he want to generalize and say all, I'm not saying all.
Oh man,
Yes.
see brother here. See this brother here. He's very nice. He talk to you very nice. I'm very just blunt. The truth is the truth.
Oh
Majority of
no,
the women,
I just said some things straight up to you. I guess you
it
could
could
say it nice.
be it could be your nicest grandmama. She was a headache to somebody. Could be your nicest mother. She was sucking somebody. Don't get it all construed. All these women are the same, and maybe not your time today, but maybe it's her time. See, I hate to say it. It means like I hate. Well, I love women. I have two daughters. I have two daughters. So I'm a big advocate of women. I'm not of ladies, but I'm not a big advocate of these female. We don't know what they are. We just know they're female. We just know they're a split between their legs.
Yeah.
Huh? Because this is a demonic spirit. Only a demonic spirit would want to get impregnated by multiple people to pit their kids in their womb. There has to be a demonic spirit. What man would want to? That's why this young man, Anthony Edwards, decided to say, you know what? I'm gonna give you the money, but I don't want this. I want nothing to do with this. Because why would I want to be connected to this? Baby got a baby inside of you. Dexter got a baby inside of you. Doc Quay got a baby inside of you. Everybody got a baby inside of you. Everybody got a baby inside of you. You know?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not flawing that at all. But she knew what he's getting into. She got a baby already. He wanted to have a good time. He going in there raw dog. You know, that's all I'm saying is I'm not saying because she is wrong too. Absolutely, she's wrong for sure. Right? I'm not being nice, but she is wrong. But we got, like I said, we got to hold both parties accountable, and he knows his worth. Right? Elite, talented NBA star. He knows his worth. He got to be more careful. He got to be responsible when it comes to that. Again, this was consensual sex. This was nothing like he was tricked or anything like that. This was consensual sex between two adults.
Whoa. It wasn't consensual. The child wasn't consensual. This child was stolen. That's stolen property. That's that man's property. That was his and she stole it. Yeah, it was consensual taking it out of him, but he knew that he made it clear. I'm sorry, I don't got the perfect lingo to get there because they don't got a case study for it yet. Because they're not trying to pass laws for it yet, but one day they will. Maybe Mr. Elon Musk can make that happen. But when they do start the case study, it will come out that men. There has to be some type of way that men can say, you know what? If my semen ends up in you and I don't want it to be in you, there has to be a way that
So you're signing off on that men should be able to have sex with any woman they want, and don't bear the responsibility if they shoot the club up. We're gonna call this shoot the club up.
The same way a woman don't gotta bear no responsibility if she decided to shoot the club up, or if she decided to kill the baby, she got better responsibility for, I guess to her body, but real responsibility to the man. No, she don't gotta give us $100,000 because she killed our baby. Matter of fact, that should be the clause. Case study is pretty simple now. The better money we gotta pay $30 million. Give me $30 million if you kill my baby, and you want us to be responsible then. And you want the man to be responsible and the woman to be responsible. There has to be something there to make them rebel or not go that way.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying that there should be, just like there's an order for a woman to get child support and all that other stuff if she decides to have a baby. There should be an order or balance where if a man's saying, look, I don't want to have this baby, I don't want to be responsible for this baby, there should be something done to say, I want to relinquish all my rights over the case of the baby, and I just don't want to document it over the case of the baby, and that should be it.
Yeah, that's one, but that's already like done already. But the second one was, I was saying that if she decides, like, let's say that somehow she gets pregnant, right? And let's say you do it, you want to have a baby and she don't.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that she kills the baby.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
She got to pay you $30 million.
I have seen where men have been really hurt and depressed if a woman was to terminate their baby. That is true. That's true. I have seen that too. Yeah. So, and I understand that. It's kind of you gotta make that same comparison where, right? I give you a perfect comparison. Let's say a woman falsely accused a man of sexually assaulting them, right? And it's proven that it wasn't true. She should be held accountable.
Yes. She should go to jail.
For his pain and suffering for lying on him. Yes.
That's right. If he was doing it, if he ain't go 30 days in jail, you spent 30 days in jail. He spent 60 years in jail, you spent 60 years. You go to your ass in jail. Just like that Emmett Till, and they came out with that story. The girl came out, she should have went right to jail. Go to jail.
89 years old and reported that she lied. Yes.
All the rest of her life, she'd be right in jail. Spend the rest of your days in jail.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, I can't argue that. Yes, you do. If I'm big on holding both accountable, people need to be responsible on both ends. So,
well, Dr. I do want to say we really appreciate you coming out to our show, to the show today. Hopefully we can do much more of these. Yeah. I just gotta find the time. And guys, today I'm extremely sick. I'm really under the weather. I try my best to come out here and give the best I could, hopefully next time I get something better. Doc Quay, do you have any finishing words that you want to say before we close out?
No, just please like and subscribe. Me and him are always going to have these conversations. You're going to, a lot of times, it's not purposely done, but you're going to get really two polar opposite viewpoints on things a lot of times. And what I always tell him, though, is that as opposite as we have our viewpoints on certain things, me and him still get along so well. And we always mesh up well, and we have a good balance. Really, just a good balance between each other. And you'll get that from us if you can subscribe and hear the topics that we talk about. Because a lot of times we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and then sometimes we do see eye to eye on things, and we find the middle ground all the time. So, and me and him always keep it respectful. There's no beef at the end. We're still good. There's nothing like that. So,
yeah. But that's the thing I love about him. Guys, that's the thing I love, because a lot of people you can't have a conversation with. You can't talk about just the hard, gut-wrenching conversations. Like, do you love Trump? Come on, man. They don't want to hear that. If you talk about Trump, they say, I ain't talking to him no more. I'm done with him. And you talk about religion, I don't want to hear this guy no more. I'm done with this. Me and this young man, we have the best conversations. Listen, you guys are now going to hear them. So thanks for coming out. We'll see you again.
Good time, brother.
All right, so what I did just now,